Fourth, the iLim hand from Touch Bionics, the world's first commercially available bionic hand, with 5 multi-articulating fingers, allowing users to bend each finger in at least 2 places. The iLim hand offers 3 different grip patterns, plus a unique index finger point function, which together allows wearers to complete almost any daily task they require. Some pretty impressive products. The 2009 Best New Product Award winners in the Science and Medical category are bronze, the Insight Testing Protocol, silver, the iLim hand, and gold, the Omnipod Insulin Management System.
Congratulations. I'd now like to introduce Mr. Jeff Weinberger, who will announce the finalists for our next category, the Electronics and Computers category. Jeff is the head of sustainability and market development for Cisco WebEx here in the Bay Area. Jeff has over 20 years of experience in the technology and telecommunications industry, including service as a director of corporate development at SAP, and a position as Senior Director of Alliance Marketing at BEA Systems Incorporated. In a move which illustrates how interconnected the worlds of electronics and computers are with the world of innovation, Cisco WebEx just days ago acquired Flip Mino, another Edison Awards finalist you'll hear about later this afternoon. In addition to his corporate responsibilities, Jeff is chairperson of the Northern California chapter of MENG, the Marketing Executives Networking Group that I referenced earlier, which is a strategic partner of the Edison Awards and which serves as the voting body for all the Edison Awards Best New Product nominees. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jeff Weinberger to the stage.
Thank you, and thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that introduction, and it's an honor to be here. In addition to his extraordinary accomplishments in applied science, Thomas Edison is also known for several basic science breakthroughs. One in particular I'll tell you about is called the Edison effect, not surprisingly, and came about as Edison was undertaking experiments on the early incandescent light bulbs, like the ones in the middle of your tables. He showed how electrons could be basically forced to follow a stream and follow specific paths. This discovery, the Edison effect, became the underlying discovery that led to the invention of the vacuum tube, which formed the basis of the modern electronics and computer industry. 25 years ago, I had the privilege of leading a product management team at Intel, one of the leading companies locally. We were fascinated with the possibilities of what our microcontrollers, as they were then called, could do for devices like microwave ovens, disk drives, TV set cable boxes, and so forth. We had this vision that we could bring more and more automation, more and more function to these devices to the point where human interaction, well, would be almost unnecessary. They could do so much. Fast forward. Last month, I had the privilege, or the occasion anyway, to be on the phone with Apple Tech Support with a question about my iPhone. Yes, I do carry an iPhone. I don't remember exactly what the issue was, and I don't remember exactly what I said that elicited this response. But the tech support rep I was talking to said to me at one point, well, sir, you have to understand, the iPhone is more of a computer than it is a phone, which struck me as interesting. One might have said that 25 years ago, when we were working on those microcontrollers, the boundaries between computers, electronic devices of different kinds, were starting to blur. They were beginning to overlap a little. In the last few years, the thing that we've seen is that the boundaries just don't exist anymore. There are no boundaries anymore about what's a computer, what's an electronic device, or what different types of electronic devices can do. Devices now have a dizzying array of capabilities, and this has resulted in people, we, humans, having the choice of devices, the best device, the best way to meet our computing communications need for our environment, for our preferences, for our lifestyles. What makes this all possible, of course, is the network, the internet, and everything that's connected to it, all the services, everything that's there on the internet. Whether it's a computer that makes phone calls, whether it's a phone that posts messages to Facebook, whether it's a TV set-top box that surfs the web, the range of capabilities on the new devices are endless, and it's limited by only what's accessible on the network. The network is what allows us to connect all these devices that have been invented and allow us to connect as humans. Our nominees in the computer and electronics categories illustrate this exceptionally well. So the nominees are the Google Android phone. More like a computer phone than anything else on the market, one of Android's most notable features is its capacity for multitasking, making it feel kind of like you're using a computer. Users can have 4 to 5 applications running without maxing out the phone's memory, and functions are separated from each other by drawing down a window shade with a touch of a finger. Second nominee is the Apple iPhone, which transformed our understanding of what a cell phone could do and how a phone could connect us to the world around us. Its revolutionary convergent technology platform brought together innovations in hardware design, software, and user interface technologies, most notably the sticky menu feature that allows you to place your finger directly on the screen, scroll up, down, sideways, and even, as we know, my favorite, the pinch. So, without further ado, I've wanted to do this for a long time. The winners in the electronics and computers category are: the silver winner is the Google Android phone. The gold winner is the Apple iPhone. Congratulations.
I hope you'll stop by after the Google booth and you can actually see the Google Android phone. I was testing it out earlier. Congratulations. I'd now like to introduce a colleague of mine, Dr. Paul Israel. I had mentioned Dr. Israel's name earlier when talking about the research that I conducted for Innovate Like Edison. Dr. Israel is the director and general editor for the Thomas A. Edison Papers at Rutgers University. Paul is the world's leading expert on Thomas Edison today. I had the great pleasure of meeting Paul in 2005 when I started researching and writing my book. We had quite an email exchange for a while as well, getting started. And I have never met anyone who can so fully bring Edison to life as Paul. He has been with the Edison Papers since 1980. He is the author of Edison, A Life of Invention, released by John Wiley & Sons in 1998, which won the 2000 Dexter Prize of the Society for the History of Technology. While working on this book, Paul received an interpretive research grant from the Program in Humanities, Science, and Technology of the National Endowment for the Humanities, as well as additional funding from the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation. Paul has written several other books on Edison's work in telegraphy, his development of the incandescent electric light, and has delivered numerous professional papers on Edison's career as it relates to the subjects of invention and innovation. Over the past several months, the Edison Awards Steering Committee has had the pleasure of working with Dr. Israel in selecting the 2009 nominees. Please welcome Dr. Paul Israel to the stage.